教导我的孩子
to manage themselves
学习管理自己，
in all kinds of freedom
是在自由的环境当中学习管理他们自己，
helps me see them.
可以帮助我认识他们。
And in my responses to that,
在我观察，在我认识他们的过程当中，
helps my children see me.
也帮助我的孩子可以真正的认识我、看见我。
And so over and over, Jesus says to the people who are following him,
所以耶稣常常跟随他的人这样说：
if you see me
如果你看见我，
and the way I respond to you,
你看见我对待你们的方式，
you've seen my Father.
你已经看见了我的父了。
And this is the gift of a parent to children.
而这是一个父母可以给予儿女最大的一个礼物。
If you've seen me,
如果你看见我，
you've seen my Father in heaven.
你就看见我天上的父。
And I am training you
我现在正在训练你，
to live in the freedom that I can create for you.
活在我可以为你营造出来的这个一个自由的环境中，
Training you up in the way that you should go,
训练你在你当走的路上。
so that when you're offered more freedom in your relationship with God,
所以，当神给予在你跟神的互动关系当中，当他给予你更多的自由的时候，
that you won't depart from that way.
你不会离开他要你所走的道路。
Does that make sense?
大家还明白我在说的吗？
You all right?
还可以吗？
Okay, did I bring you back?
啊，
Yeah?
明白哈。
Let me introduce you to some people.
好，我给你介绍一些的人。
This is my wife, Sherry.
这是我的妻子 Sherry，
She couldn't come
她
today.
这次没有办法来到我们中间，
She's busy.
她很忙。
We've been married for 27 years,
我们已经结婚27年，
having a great time.
我们非常享受我们的关系，
It's better than it's ever been.
我们的每一天比一天更好。
You can tell by the look on my face.
你可以看从我的表情当中看出来，我们真的很享受，我真的非常享受我们的关系。
And in those 27 years,
在这27年过程当中，
we produced these children.
我们生出了这些孩子们。
Now, on the far right there, that's Taylor.
最右边的是 Taylor，
He's my youngest. He's 19 years
他
old.
是我最小的，叫19岁。
This is Levi. He's 21.
这个是 Levi， 21岁。
Brittany is 25.
Brittany 是25岁，
And she married this boy from Australia.
她嫁给了这个来自于澳洲的男生，
His name is Ben.
他的名字是 Ben，
So I have 4 children.
所以现在有4个孩子。
And Ben and Britt been having babies.
Ben and Britt 现在他们后来有生了他们，他生了小孩，这是我的孙女，
So this is Delaney.
这是 Delaney，
She's 6.
她6岁，
And this is Addie.
这是 Abby，
Addie is 2.
Addie 是2岁，
And Brittany's now pregnant with number 3.
所以现在我的 Brittany 我的女儿她又怀了第3个孩子，
So now we've been doing family for 27 years.
所以我们在建立这个家庭建立了27年。
And I was a foster care social worker.
我以前是一个社工，特别是在那个收养家庭的那种做那种社工。
And while I was a foster care social worker,
当我在做社工的时候，
I worked with Christian foster parents.
我通常都是跟那些基督徒的去领养孩子的那些基督徒们，
This is about 20 years ago.
这大概是20年前的事情。
And I was bringing foster children into their homes
我就把这些的领养的孩子们带到他们领养的家庭里面，
with one stipulation.
就有一个非常重要的东西，
You cannot spank these children.
就说你们不能够打这些孩子。
One rule.
我只有给他们一个规定，
You can't spank them.
不可以打他们，
They belong to somebody else.
因为他们是别人的孩子，
They're not yours.
他们不是你的。
And I soon realized something.
我很快就发现一件事，
I had an entire Christian community of parents,
在所有基督徒的这些父母亲当中，
wonderful people,
非常美好的基督徒们，
raised great families,
他们有很好的家庭，在很好的家庭里面长大，
love Jesus,
非常爱耶稣，
and they do not know how to deal with children
可是他们却不知道怎么样对待他们的孩子。
if they cannot threaten to kill them.
如果他们不能够用威胁要杀死他们的孩子来教育他们的话，他们就不知道怎么做了。
They cannot get these kids to do anything.
他们没有办法叫这些孩子做任何的事。
If they can't intimidate them,
如果他们不能够让他们怕他们，
I will hurt you.
我要伤害你，
I will bring pain into your life.
我要带到你生命当中疼痛感，
Obey me.
顺听我的话。
They didn't know what to do.
他们不知道怎么做。
Take that one tool away.
你把那个工具拿走之后，
And I thought, wow,
我说哇哦，
let me help you.
让我帮你一下。
And then I realized,
然后我就发现，
I don't know what to do either.
我也不知道怎么做。
What am I going to do if I cannot threaten these little people?
如果不能够威胁这些小东西们，我要怎么做啊？
They don't have fully formed brains.
他们的思想还没有完全发展好啊，
They're brain damaged.
他们是头脑是烧坏了。
How am I going to get these people to do stuff?
我怎么样能够叫他们做一些我要他们做的事情啊？
Be responsible.
要负责任，
Be respectful.
你要尊敬长
Be
辈，
nice to their brother and sister.
跟你的兄弟姐妹要有好的关系。
So I went to work, looking for a way to learn how.
我就开始去寻找怎么样能够帮助这些孩子们的一个。
And there are two places that I looked.
我就找了2个地方，
I looked in the Bible.
我就从圣经里面来看。
I had the unique privilege of being saved under Bill Johnson's ministry.
我有一个荣幸是在 Bill Johnson 牧师的事工当中，我重生得救。
So 29 years ago,
所以29年前，
I became a Christian in his environment.
在他的所带的文化的里面，我成为基督徒。
And I learned some things about family I had never witnessed before.
而我从他身上学习到一些关于家庭的东西，是我从来没有学过的。
And it came from this place of honor and respect.
是在一个尊荣、一个尊敬的环境当中，我所学习到的。
I'd never seen a father give so much respect to his children.
我从来没有看过一个父亲给予他的儿女这么大的一个尊敬跟尊荣。
And I also crossed paths with something called Love and Logic,
后来我有后来接触到一个教导叫做 Love and Logic，
which was being done in the school systems, some of the school systems in America.
这个 Love and Logic 的这个学习的原理，在一些的美国的学校有应用。
And I took those two worlds
我把这2个我所学习到的东西，
and I began to formulate a teaching material
我就开始来做，把它成为一个教导的一个课程，
that integrated the heart of the Father,
就把那个天父的心、
a kingdom culture,
天国的文化，
and practical skills that helped teach and train children in their freedom.
然后有一些实质的方式，可以帮助父母亲在他们的日常生活当中，怎么样去教导他们的孩子。
Now, my travels take me around to a lot of school settings
所以当时我就去到许多的学校，
where I'm meeting with parents of high schoolers.
我就跟很多高中生的家长们有这样的一个面谈的机会。
And I found myself in this one school,
有一次呢，我就在一个学校里面，我就看到一位，
and the room was set up like a theater.
那个我们在一个教室的里面跟这些家长们互动的一个教室，好像是一个剧院的一样的一个教室。
And there was a small group of people,
我们那一天的人不多，就是一小群人，
and maybe 50 people.
大概差不多50个人左右。
And I'm telling stories.
我在跟他们分享一些的故事，
I'm getting all animated.
让我非常有活力、很兴奋的跟他们讲一些分
And
享。
the people are laughing.
那些人都在笑翻了。
But there's this one lady in the front row.
可是有一个就是坐在第1排的有一位女士，
She's not smiling.
她从头到尾都没有笑，
She's not laughing.
她也没有笑，也没有任何的表情。
So I try not to look at her.
我就尝试不要看她。
And pretty soon she puts her hand up.
很快的，她就举起手来。
This is after the second day.
这是我们第2天的课程。
She says, I have a question.
她说我有一个问题，
I have a 14-year-old daughter
她说我有一个14岁的女儿，
who is failing out of school.
她说她的成绩在学校是不及格的，
She fights with me 5 times a day.
她每一天至少跟我争执有超过5次以上。
She fights with her brothers and sisters every time she's around them.
当她跟她的兄弟姐妹在一起的时候，总是跟他们在吵架。
She's smoking pot.
她在抽大麻，
She's sneaking out of the house at night.
她晚上会偷溜出去，
and she's having sex with her boyfriend.
她跟她的男朋友发生性关系。
What do you do about that, Mr. Know-it-all?
她说：“你以为你知道很多的，怎么样处理这样的案子啊
I was like,
我说：“
Now I know why this lady's not laughing.
我现在知道为什么她坐在第一排没有任何的，她一点都不开心，
Because she did not come here to be entertained.
因为她来这边不是要让我来娱乐她的，
This lady's in pain.
因为她在一个痛苦当中，
She needs some solutions.
她需要一些的答案，
She needs some hope.
她需要一些的盼望，
She's got to be powerful again.
她需要感觉她是有力量的，
She feels totally out of control.
她觉得她的世界是她没有办法掌握的，
And so I got closer to her
所以我就靠近她一点，
and I said, Tell me about your heart-to-heart connection with your daughter.
我说：“你跟我分享一下，你跟你女儿心与心的连接，你们的关系是一个怎么样的关系？”
Now she had this look on her face
当时她就给我一个表情，
like I rolled up a newspaper and popped her on the nose.
好像就是我把那个报纸卷起来，然后就打她的鼻子一样那种痛的感觉。
Because she thought I was going to tell her to do things to control her kid.
因为她以为我要告诉她一些的方式，怎么样去管理，怎么样去控制她的孩子。
So when I asked her about the connection of her heart to her child's heart,
当我问她关于她跟她女儿的连接，特别是心与心的连接的时候，
her eyes filled up with tears.
她开始流泪，
The tears started to pour down her face,
然后泪水就从她的脸上流下。
and she said, We have no connection.
她说：“我们没有任何的连接，
We are scared to death of each other.
我们彼此是害怕、恐惧对方的。”
I tell you the story at this point
我为什么在这个时候跟你分享这个故事？
because everything I'm going to talk about for the next 5 sessions
因为接下来的5堂我们所要分享的内容，
is about this right here.
讲的就是关于这一个。
Is your heart connected to their heart?
你的心跟他们的心有没有连结？
Is their heart connected to your heart?
他们的心跟你的心有没有连结？
Because if you lose this connection as a parent,
因为作为一个父母亲，当你失去了这个心与心的连结，
you've lost everything.
你就已经失去了一切。
You've lost the ability to appeal to someone who loves you.
你失去了可以吸引那个爱你的人的那个吸引力。
And now you need rules and laws and threats of punishment.
而接下来你需要的就是不断的规范，不断的很多的这些家规也好，这些的处罚，这些的刑罚跟恐惧跟威胁，
which further destroy the connection,
而这些东西会让那个关系、那个连接更多的被毁坏，
which push you farther away from hope of ever being able to have a relationship.
而那会更把你推向永远没有办法跟他建立一个真实连接的关系。
She says, We have no connection.
他说我们没有任何的连接，
And so I shared with her some things that I'm going to share with you.
所以我跟他分享一些东西，也是接下来我要跟你分享的。
The next class, she comes back.
下一堂课他来的时候，
These classes are 1 day a week.
我们这个课是1个礼拜上一次，
This is the 3rd week.
这是第3个礼拜了。
She comes in,
她就
sits down,
走进来坐下，
she raises her hand.
他就再举起他的手。
I said, Yes.
我说：“哎，怎么啦
She says, It's a miracle.？”
他说：“神迹发生了。
I said, What's a miracle?”
我说：“什么神迹啊
She said, My daughter and I only fought 3 times this week.？”
他说：“我的女儿跟我这个礼拜只有吵了3次而已。”
Now I'm thinking that'd be a rough week at my house.
我说：“我家里面要是1个礼拜吵3次，已经是很糟糕了。
But she's down from 35 to 3.
可是他从1个礼拜35次已经变到3次了，很大的进步了。
This is a happy lady.
其实他就在那边很开心啊。
I said, Oh my gosh, what did you
我
do?
说：“你做了什么啊
She said, I just went home and did that stuff you talked about.？”
他说：“我只是回家照着你讲的东西做了一下。
I said, That's awesome.
我说：“好棒
Come
啊！
on.
哎呀，
The next week she comes back.
下一个礼拜他来，
She comes in, she sits down.
他就走进来，然后坐下来。
There's a girl, looks about 14 years old,
有一个女孩大概14岁左右，
walking about 10 steps behind that lady.
然后大概离他大概差不多10步的距离走进来。
She passes her up after her mom sits down.
他妈妈坐下来之后，他就继续走，继续走，
She goes up at the top of the back of the chairs.
他就走到最后面、最上面、最上面、最上面，
She's sitting up on the top.
他就坐在最高的地方这样坐下来。
She's come to see what we're doing to her mother.
他就在看我们到底对他妈妈做了什么事。
In the last class, 6 weeks in,
然后第6周也是最后一堂课，
the mom comes in, sits down,
妈妈坐下来，
and right next to her is the daughter.
他旁边就坐他的女儿，
Next to the daughter are the 2 siblings.
然后坐女儿旁边是另外他2个兄弟姐妹。
And I'm always asking for testimonies.
因为我常常邀请他们分享见证，
What's happening? Tell me what's happening. Good or bad? Tell me.
告诉我在家里发生什么样的事，到底是好的还是不好的，有没有什么样的改变？
We answer questions and we go back and forth.
我们有一些的 Q&A， 然后我们有一些的就是彼此的分享。
Last evening, come on, give me some questions.
我说今天是最后一天的晚上了，还没有任何的问题，给我一些的问题吧。
And nobody's raising their hand.
没有任何人举起手来。
The first time it happened, I was shocked
第一次没有人举起手的时候，我很讶异。
until I understood something.
后来我发现一个真理，
This mom's looking around at everybody,
然后那个他的母亲就看看
and
旁
she
边都没有
raises
人，
her hand.
然后他就举起手来，
She says, Well, I don't know about anybody else,
他说我不知道别人怎么想，
but our whole house is full of peace.
但是我们家里面现在充满了就是平安。
And heads all over the room were nodding.
然后旁边很多人就开始点头，
Same thing's happening.
同样的事情发生在他们的家庭里面。
See, because when you get this connection,
因为当你恢复这个连结的时候，
it changes everything.
这个连结会改变所有的事。
When I care about how my decisions are affecting you,
当我开始在乎我的决定、我的选择怎么样影响你，
when I'm aware of how your heart's going to be affected,
当我开始明白你的心会怎么样受我的决定的影响，
I make different decisions in my freedom.
我会在我的自由当中做一个不一样的选择。
When I'm out there with my friends,
当我在跟我朋友在一起的时候，
when I'm away from your supervision,
当我远离了你的眼睛所看的那个环境，
I understand how my decisions
我明白我的决定
affect our relationship.
会怎么样影响我们之间的关系。
When you've taught me to manage me
当你教导我怎么样管理我自己，
so that I can look at my decisions
以及我可以看我所有要做的选择，
and I can move certain things out
我可以把一些不需要的东西从我的选择中挪开，
because I know those will hurt you.
因为我知道这些东西会让你难
I'm
过。
still free with the other choices.
我还是有自由可以选择其他的选择，
And you've taught me to manage myself.
而且你教导我怎么样管理我自己。
So I choose choices
我会选择那些正确的选择，
that help me be me
那些选择会帮助我仍然做我自己，
and help us protect us.
也会帮助我们保护我们的关系。
That is your relationship with Jesus.
这就是你跟主耶稣基督的关系。
You can do whatever you want.
你可以做任何你想要做的事，
And it's the decisions that you make
而在你所做的选择当中，
that communicate the value you have for his heart.
在你所做的选择当中，表达了你对他的心有多在乎。
It doesn't matter if anybody else sees it.
不管其他人看不看得见你所做的选择，
He sees it and you see it.
他看见了，你也知道，你也看见。
It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks of my child's choices.
不在乎别人认为我的孩子做什么样的选择，
It matters that my heart is connected to their heart.
最重要的是我的心必须要跟他们的心连接，
And their heart is connected to my heart.
他们的心要跟我的心连接。
Does anybody remember what Jesus said was the most important thing?
记得耶稣所说最重要的是什么吗？
Does anybody remember?
有任何人记得吗？
Signs and wonders and miracles.
神迹、奇事、异能吗？
No.
不是，
Giving away all your money.
把所有你的都变卖了，
No.
不是。
Obedience.
顺服、
Great theology.
非常好的神学、
The truth.
真理。
What was it again?
那最重要的到底是什么呢？
Love.
爱，
Love.
爱，
Most important thing.
最重要的。
in any relationship
在任何的关系中
is love.
是爱。
That's hard to hang on to,
这个有的时候不是那么容易理解，
but that's what we're going to be talking about.
但是接下来的我们就会来分享关于这个方面，
How do we do that?
我们要怎么来做？
How many of you had parents?
我们当中多少是做父母的，请举手一下。
Wow, most of you.
大部分都是做父母亲的，
Excellent.
非常好。
Where'd the rest of you come from?
那你其他的人，你们来干嘛？
If you didn't recognize,
如果你看不出来那是谁的话，
that is me.
这是我，
That is Sherry.
这是 Sherry，
And that's Brittany. She looks scared, doesn't she?
这是 Brittany， 看起来很怕哈，
She should be scared, that child.
她应该很怕的才对。
She's just about 8 months old in that picture.
在那张照片里面，她才8个月大。
Sherry and I were raised by 2 sets of parents and a stepfather.
你知道 Sherry 跟我们的成长背景都有点类似，我们都是有2对父母亲把我们养大的，然后我们也都有继父。
Between my mom and dad,
我的父母
Sherry's mom and dad,
我们有我的父母亲，还有 Sherry 的父母亲，
and then Sherry's stepfather, who actually raised her since she was 6.
然后还有 Sherry 的继父，从他6岁的时候就开始养育他。
Between those 5 people,
在这个5个人中间，
there are 15 marriages.
这个5个人经历了15段婚姻，
No believers,
都没有信耶稣，
relational chaos everywhere,
他们的人际关系是乱到你没有办法想象，
drugs, alcohol,
酒精、毒品、
infidelity, immorality,
不道德的关系、不忠诚，
criminal behavior,
甚至一些的犯法的行为、
domestic violence.
家暴的行为。
Our family is rich in heritage.
我们的家庭有一个非常丰富的产业，
Just full of stuff that I don't want my children ever to experience.
有很多这些丰富的产业是我真的不想要我任何的孩子经历的。
So both of us become Christians.
所以我们2个后来成为基督徒，
We're around other Christians.
我们跟其他的基督徒在一起。
And we can have a baby if we want to.
那我们可以生一个孩子，如果我们想要的话，
No license required.
生孩子不需要考任何的证照。
In America, you have to go get a license to catch a fish on a fishing pole.
你知道，在美国，光是你要钓鱼都要申请证照才可以钓鱼啊。
But you don't have to have a license to have a baby.
但是要生孩子不需要任何证照，
And so we had one.
所以我们就这样子生出一个。
And we bring this little baby into our home.
我们就是把这个可爱的孩子带到我们的家里，
And we reach in our toolbox
我们就从我们的工具箱里面拿出养育儿女的工具，
and we pull out
拿出来的工具却是
our mom and our dad.
我们的父母亲。
We're Christians.
我们是基督徒哎，
Those people can't be raising our daughter.
这些人没有办法不可以养育我的孩子。
Let's try this again.
我们再拿一次，拿别的工具。
Why?
为什么？
Because everything I learned about love and authority and men and women
因为所有我学会关于爱、关于权柄、关于男人的角色、女人的角色，
I learned from them.
我都是从他们身上学的。
That's normal.
这叫做正常。
These people taught me when I was little,
他们从我年幼的时候就开始教导我，
and that is on my hard drive.
而这个就已经烙印在我的硬碟里面。
And it's just how families work.
我的认知就觉得家庭就是这样子。
My family
我的家庭，
is the family I'm going to create
我过去的家庭会成为我将来要创造的家庭，
unless there is an intentional act to change it.
除非我有一个我有一个决心，我有一个决心要来改变。
When Brittany was little,
当 Britney 还小的时候，
we said, "Don't do that.
我讲不要这样做，
Stop it.
停下来，
I'll get the spoon.
我要拿汤匙打你喽！
Whack.
爸，
Quit your crying.
不要再哭了，
Whack.
再打一下，
Quit your crying.
不要哭，
Whack.
不要哭。
See how this works?
你知道吗？大概了解这个流程，
Stupid.
还蛮愚蠢的。
But when I reach in the bag,
可是当我从我工具箱里面拿工具出来的时候，
this is all I got.
这是我唯一所拥有的工具。
Now let me just say up front,
我从一开始就跟大家先说，
I'm not against spanking children.
我没有反对管教儿女，我没有反对打小孩，
All 3 of my children got spanked.
我所有的小孩都被打。